Our today's topic is tenses. The tense word, it comes from a Latin word tempus, which means time. So, the tense of a verb shows the time of an action और इवेंट, यानी कोई काम उसका वक्त क्या है, कब हुआ, कैसे हुआ, तो वही हमें टेंस बताता है. Now there are three types of tenses. We have three types of tenses, which are number one, present tense, number two, past tense, and number third, future tense. Three types of tenses. Present tense means what's happening now or today. Past tense, what has happened yesterday, for example, what happened yesterday. And future tense, what's going to happen. Each of these tenses has four forms. Each of these tenses has four forms, whether it is present tense, past tense, or future tense. Each of them has four forms. Number one is simple. Number second is progressive. Number third is perfect. And number fourth is perfect progressive. So, each of the three tenses, whether it is present tense or past tense or future tense, each of them has four forms: simple, progressive, perfect, and perfect progressive. Now, we should discuss each of these forms one by one in detail. So, the first tense which we are going to discuss is the simple present. The simple present. Now the simple present has the structure or construction like this: subject plus V1. V1 is the first form of verb. When the first form of verb comes directly after the subject, we say the tense is in the simple present. And now we shall learn where is this simple present used. So number one, we use simple present to denote habits. यानी हमारी जो आदत हैं उन आदत को दिखाने के लिए हम simple present इस्तेमाल करते हैं. For example, I have breakfast at 7 a.m. every morning. It's my habit that I have breakfast at 7 a.m. Here the verb have, it comes directly after the subject I. Another example, I go for a walk daily. I go for a walk daily. Here the verb go is in the first form and it comes after the subject I. This is another example. My watch keeps good time. My watch keeps good time. This is habitus. And number 2, things in general. Things in general. Or we may say these universal truths. Wherever we have a universal truth, we use present simple to denote a universal truth. For example, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. Rises is the first form of verb, and it came after the sun. The sun is here subject. Another example, the earth moves around the sun. Around the sun. Again a universal truth. Or man is mortal. Man is mortal. This is again a universal truth. This is number 2. Number 3 is Proverbs. Now Proverbs also use the simple present. For example, honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Or make hay while the sun shines. This is another proverb, and here also we use simple present. Another example, a stitch in time. A stitch in time saves 9. Another example of proverb which uses simple present. Number 4, instructions. While giving instructions, we use the simple present. For example, instructions or directions. For example, open your book. Open your book at page 50. Open your book at page 50. Or another example, take a right turn. And take a right turn and then go straight. Then go straight. Down the road. Now, in this case also, in this direction, we show direction to somebody and we tell him, take a right turn and then go. In both the cases, both the verbs are in the first form, so it is simple present. These are 4 cases. Number 5. Number 5. In case of exclamatory sentences, sometimes we use exclamatory sentences with they begin with here, here, or there. When an exclamatory sentence begins with here or there, we use the simple present with these words. For example, here comes the bus. Here comes the bus. Or there she goes. There she goes. Now these sentences start with here and there, but they are exclamatory sentences, so we use present, the simple present with these. Here comes the bus. There she goes. Number 6. To introduce quotations. To introduce quotations. Quotation means what someone has said. We use the simple present to express those quotations. For example, the Quran says. The Quran says. Offer prayers 5 times daily. Offer, and this is first form of verb, so it is the simple present. Or another example, Kit says. Kit says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. This is another quotation. And while quoting these quotations, we use simple present. Number 7, book reviews. When we give our opinions or when we give a review about a book, we use the simple present there. For example, Robin Hood is a delightful book. The name of the book. Also, the eponymous hero. The eponymous means the character with the name of the title, having the same name as the title. Now, Robin Hood is the name of the book, and Robin Hood is the name of the protagonist here also. So, Robin Hood is a delightful book. The eponymous writer is a friend. Eponymous hero is a friend of the poor. Is a friend of the poor who robs the corrupt rich. Who robs the corrupt rich. So, these are 7 cases where we use present simple. Another case where we can use present simple, the simple present, is when we have some future event, but with a fixed timetable or program. Fixed timetable or program. Something is going to happen in the future, but its time or its program is fixed. Then in those cases, we use present simple instead of future tense. For example, the bus arrives at 4 p.m. The bus arrives at 4 p.m. Or our exams begin next week. Our exams begin next week. So, or another example, the chief minister arrives at 8 a.m. tomorrow. This is number 8. So, the simple present is used in these cases. To repeat, number 1, in case of habitus. Number 2, things in general or universal truth. Number 3, proverbs. Number 4, instructions or directions. Number 5, exclamatory sentences which begin with here or there, here and there. In the same way, to introduce quotations. Number 7, book reviews. And number 8, to express future event which have a fixed timetable or program. Thank you. That's for today.